A massive hunt is underway in Jammu and Kashmir for terrorists behind the Pahalgam attack that left 26 tourists dead on April 22nd. From raising properties to crack down on locals allegedly linked to Pakistan-based handlers, anti-terror operations are in full swing across the valley, particularly in South Kashmir, including districts like Shopian, Kulgam and Pulwama. In Doda and Kishtwar districts, the Jammu and Kashmir police carried out search operations at the houses of 13 individuals with alleged terror links. Reports suggest of the 2,200 people who were detained by the NIA earlier, 175 people are still being questioned by the forces. Reports also say the forces are narrowing down on the overground workers who are said to be in touch with terrorists via various encrypted apps at the time of the attack. Meanwhile, Pakistani troops violated ceasefire along the line of control for the fourth straight day. Violations were reported in Kupwara and Punch. In New Delhi, the Parliamentary Standing Committee on Defence met a day after Chief of Defence Staff Anil Chauhan briefed the Defence Minister on the measures taken against Pakistan in the aftermath of the attack. Addressing a special session of the Jammu and Kashmir Assembly, Chief Minister Farooq Abdullah called for unity against the Pahalgam terror attack. The Chief Minister said he would not rake up the statehood demand when the country is mourning the loss of the 26 people following the attack.
जम्मू कश्मीर की सिक्योरिटी, जम्मू कश्मीर की सुरक्षा, जम्मू कश्मीर के लोगों की
Although I am not in charge of law and order, I invited tourists to visit Kashmir as a CM and tourism minister. As their host, it was my duty to look after them and ensure their safety. I was not able to do so. I have no words to say sorry to the tourists.
मेजबान होते हुए मेरी जिम्मेदारी थी कि सही सलामत मैं इन्हें यहां से वापस भेजूं.
Accusing Pakistan of murdering humanity, the NC chief and former Jammu and Kashmir chief minister also called for strong action to prevent such an incident in the future.
We regret that our neighbour today also does not understand that it has murdered humanity. If they think that we will go with Pakistan by doing this, we should clear their misunderstanding.
All right, let's talk about the latest coming in from Jammu and Kashmir. Our special correspondent, Idris Lone, is now joining us. Idris Lone, probably you can start by giving us an update on this anti-terror operation that is currently underway.
Well, Eric, there are multiple operations that are going on in different parts of Jammu and Kashmir. We've seen in the Kashmir division there have been combing operations of security forces going on in the north as well as in the south part of the Kashmir division. We've seen in Baisaran, where the main attack took place, security forces are continuing their search operations in the dense forest area which is adjacent to the Baisaran where the main attack took place. We've also seen how security forces not only in the Kashmir division but across in the Jammu division as well have started carrying out searches and raids. Around 13 houses were raided today in Doda and Kishtwar. According to sources, they belong to the over-the-ground workers. Security forces basically leaving no stone unturned to nab the attackers of the Pahalgam incident. We've also been told that around 2,200 people were detained by security agencies in the last few days. Most of them were let go. But 175 are still detained with the security agencies and they are being questioned. Security forces basically believe that there were around 10 over-the-ground workers who were in constant contact with the terrorists who carried out the attack. And that is one of the reasons we are seeing that so many raids taking place across Jammu and Kashmir. In Srinagar only, Eric, just a few days ago, day before yesterday, we saw around 63 raids being done by Jammu and Kashmir police on the houses of the over-the-ground workers. So overall, it seems that the security agencies want to make sure that they nab the attackers as soon as possible.
Idris Lone, there was also a session at the Jammu and Kashmir assembly. Maybe you can tell us more details about what happened during the session. This comes after the brutal attack in Pahalgam.
Well, absolutely, Eric. A special assembly session was called by the government today, wherein the Chief Minister Umar Abdullah made a very fiery speech. He said that they're all together basically in the times grieving the deaths of the 26 people who were killed in the brutal and horrific Pahalgam attack. For the first time, we've seen, Eric, all the political parties basically coming together. No politics, just coming together of all of them in one assembly hall where they all in one voice condemned the attack and also called in for peace and harmony among among people not only in Jammu and Kashmir but across India. Umar Abdullah also made a statement saying that this is not the right time to bring in issues like statehood or Article 370. He said, I'm not going to bring my politics so down. I will not talk about all those things at the moment because they basically convened the assembly only and only for condemnation of the terror act and also grieving with the people who have lost their loved ones. We've also seen that is the sentiment. What was in the assembly today is the sentiment on the ground also, Eric. We've seen protests, candlelight vigils being taken out in every nook and corner of Jammu and Kashmir. In Srinagar, there were hundreds and thousands of people who had gathered at different places, including Srinagar's Lal Chowk, protesting and condemning the terror attack that took place in Pahalgam. So what we saw in the assembly today was exactly the sentiment on the ground.
That is our special correspondent Idris Lone. Idris Lone, we'll have to leave it there. Thank you.